One big reason Amy Slaton's new living situation isn't sitting right with 1000 LB Sisters fans. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Many 1000 LB Sisters fans are voicing their concern for Amy Slaton after seeing her current living situation with Brian Lovvorn. Amy, who once weighed over 400 pounds in 2019, made the decision to undergo bariatric surgery in hopes of losing weight and starting a family. She began working towards her fitness goals in Season 1, and over the past 5 years, she has made significant progress towards her weight loss goals. Amy gave birth to 2 sons and ended her unhealthy marriage to Michael Halterman. Eventually, she found love with Brian, who proposed to her in 2024. In 1000 LB Sisters Season 7, Amy's journey took a different direction as she focused on her new relationship with Brian instead of her weight loss progress. Weighing 249 pounds and feeling content, Amy's storyline centered around her romantic life rather than her fitness updates. Fans were initially intrigued by Amy and Brian's budding romance, but things took a turn when Brian proposed to Amy after only a few months of dating. This seemed like a major red flag, and Amy's family members, including her sister Tammy Slaton, showed their disapproval. Amy has been using her former husband's last name on her Instagram, but she recently hinted that she may change it in the future. In June 2025, Amy posted a photo of herself with an art collector, thanking them for purchasing her artwork. She used the post to announce her new website, where interested collectors can buy her art. Amy wrote, "I'm in the works of a website. Be on lookout for Amy Lovvorn creations." While she didn't say much else, her comment revealed that she plans to use Brian's last name for her future business endeavors. There are several reasons why Amy may have decided to take Brian's last name, with the most obvious being her strong emotional bond with him and her desire for a long-term commitment. Despite being together for only a year, Amy's trust in Brian is evident in her decision to adopt his surname. However, this hasty decision may not be well received by her followers and could potentially alienate some of her supporters. Additionally, Amy's family may not be thrilled to see her getting serious with Brian so soon. Amy and Brian have decided to move in together, defying the traditional timeline of dating before living together. Amy has already taken the bold step of sharing a place with Brian. In the May 2025 episode of 1000 LB Sisters Season 7, viewers saw a glimpse of Amy's new life with Brian as she excitedly showed Tammy their new home. Amy confidently said, "This is where we're going to have our summer barbecues." However, Tammy was less than impressed with the house, describing it as too dirty for her liking. She said, "Looks like something the Loch Ness Monster from the Black Lagoon would come out of." TLC shared a video of Amy's new home on Instagram, where many fans expressed their disapproval in the comments. One Instagram user wrote, "He using her for her money," while also labeling Brian as shady and advising Amy not to trust him yet. Another user commented that Amy should not be in charge of her kids moving in with a man this fast, insinuating that she is being selfish and not considering her children's best interests. Some fans believed that Amy could transform her new place into a lovely home, while others seemed uncertain and disappointed in her decision to move in with Brian. There are concerns that Amy may have used a significant portion of her funds on her home, leading to speculation that she may not be able to afford necessities, such as a dining table and chairs. In June 2025, Amy posted a photo of her meal on social media, featuring fried pork belly and broth. While the meals appeared appetizing, the fact that she apparently placed her food on the floor prompted some questioning from her followers. It was suggested that Amy may not have a clean and proper dining area in her house. An Instagram user inquired, "Hey baby girl, are you eating on the ground?" questioning whether Amy had a dining place in her new home. Another user commented, "Why your food on the floor?" Some fans defended Amy, suggesting that she had actually placed her food on a wooden table, not the floor. They pointed out that it wasn't the floor in the picture, but the top of the table. Others speculated that the 1000 LB Sisters cast member was likely working on her arts and crafts, hence choosing to have her lunch on the floor. Instead, her new place has been subject to ridicule, with some people pointing out its flaws. Previously, Tammy joked about Amy's house pool. She even playfully commented that sea creatures like crabs might be lurking in the pool. In June 2025, Amy tried to silence her critics by sharing new pictures of her pool, emphasizing that she has made significant efforts to clean it up. She said, "Still cloudy, but we have got a bigger vacuum, and it cleared up a lot." A Redditor at SweatyPear3821 shared a screenshot of Amy's recent pool photos, highlighting her flawed reasoning. The Reddit post received over 400 likes and comments expressing the same concern. One Redditor commented, "As a pool owner, it's painful when people think a vacuum will clear up water," advising Amy to add chlorine to her pool as the vacuum won't prevent algae from growing. Someone else added, "They need to shock it and get rid of that fungus or it'll just keep regrowing." Hopefully, the negative feedback about her home doesn't discourage the 1000 LB Sisters cast member from creating a fulfilling life there with her children. Tammy Slaton announced her engagement to Andrea Alton during an appearance on the Creative Chaos podcast, with the episode released on Tuesday, June 24th. Fans quickly reacted to the news, some with joy, others with jokes, and many with curiosity about what's next for the couple. The 38-year-old let the news slip while chatting with host Hunter Ezell on the podcast. As she spoke about how she and Andrea enjoy spending time together, Tammy shared, "Me and my fiancé, we just kind of chill at home." Her casual mention prompted a surprised reaction from Hunter, who asked, "Hold on, you said fiancé?" Tammy then showed off her shiny new engagement ring. She was also proudly wearing a necklace that read Andrea, and later revealed that the two have been together for around 3 years. Tammy's unexpected reveal sparked a flurry of reactions online. One fan couldn't help but zoom in on the couple's matching grins, writing, "Are they both missing the same tooth? Match made in heaven." Another viewer with similar opinion gushed, "How cute they're both missing the same teeth." One person found humor in their apparent connection, quipping, "Looks like they have something in common from the start. I wonder if there is a gap between them." Someone did a double take and shared their surprise. "They look too much alike. I thought they were the same person, yikes." A simple, enthusiastic comparison came in from a fan who declared, "Twins." Others were genuinely happy for the reality star. One supporter offered heartfelt words, "Good for her, she deserves some happiness." Celebratory vibes came through in this warm message. "Well, congratulations. You both seem to be happy. Love the pictures. You deserve to be happy, Tammy." Impressed by how far Tammy has come, a fan noted, "The transformation is amazing. So glad she got there." And one commenter couldn't resist imagining what's next. "So, will Tammy and Amy have a double wedding? Tammy and Andrea haven't been together for very long. Back in April, Tammy revealed on 1000 LB Sisters that she was seeing someone new, mentioning with a smile that Amy wasn't the only one in the family dating again. She shared that the relationship had been going on for a couple of months and was progressing well. In the clip, Tammy Slaton quietly leaves the house and gets into a car, revealing that she's been keeping her relationship under wraps. Moments later, her brother Chris steps outside, glancing around to see where she went. "I think I want to approach this relationship different than I have in the past, so I haven't told my family because my family's gonna have something to say about it," she noted. With a laugh, she joked that her family likely has more opinions than the world has people, comparing their constant commentary to an endless stream of hot air. Tammy then disclosed that she was dating a woman, sharing that she hadn't told her family yet because she was unsure how they would react to her being in a SAM relationship. "A few years ago I came out as pansexual, but after Caleb passing, I just don't want to be with men anymore," she revealed. This is the reality star's first relationship since the death of her husband, Caleb Willingham. The two had met at Windsor Lane Rehabilitation Center in Gibsonburg, Ohio, while she was there working on her weight loss journey. They fell in love and got married in November 2022. 7 months later, Caleb died at the age of 40 from unknown causes. When Tammy shared the news of his demise, she wrote, "When I met Caleb, he became my guardian angel, and now he really is watching over me." Tammy now appears content and ready to embrace this new chapter in her life, something her family seems to support as well. In a surprising moment on an episode of 1000 LB Sisters, Tammy's mother, Darlene Slaton, expressed her approval after meeting Andrea during a lunch date. Tammy and Andrea, who both live in Kentucky, shared that they had met on an online dating platform and had been talking every day since. Darlene said, "If Andrea genuinely cares for Tammy and makes her happy, then I'll be happy with her." She added that Andrea had passed the test and encouraged the couple to work together for their relationship to last. Fans are now speculating whether Tammy and Amy might end up sharing a wedding day. Amy also recently got engaged in a uniquely spooky way. During the May 13th episode of 1000 LB Sisters, it was revealed that her boyfriend, Brian Lovvorn, proposed inside the padded room of Henderson Haunt's haunted house in Henderson, Kentucky, during the winter of 2024. Tammy and Misty were there to witness the moment. The proposal had been a long time coming, as Brian had first slipped a green apple ring pop on Amy's finger while she was asleep, just 2 weeks into their relationship. Although she jokingly said she'd only accept a real proposal if it happened in a haunted house on Halloween, Brian followed through after 5 months of dating. Instead of a traditional diamond, Amy now wears a Gothic-style silver ring featuring 2 skeleton hands forming a heart. He said something about, "My love for you is crazy. It's scary how compatible we are. Just like how our matching tattoos say scary love," she narrated. As much as fans might hope for a joint wedding, Amy Slaton and Brian are already moving forward with plans of their own. The couple said they are preparing for a small, quaint celebration and have both long dreamed of tying the knot on Halloween. While they've settled on the date, much of the planning is still underway. They're figuring out the wedding party and still need to secure a venue, dress, flowers, and other key details. I quote, "I'll be able to call him my husband and get to spend the rest of my life with him. Our engagement life may be short, but our marriage will last an eternity," Amy gushed. Amy already has a clear vision for her wedding look, imagining a white gown with black detailing, a corseted bodice, and a full princess-style skirt. She's also considering a Victorian-inspired updo and pink hair, a choice her fiancé fully supports. The bride-to-be and Brian first crossed paths at a concert in the park. For Amy, it became clear he was the right one when he met her sons, Gage Dion and Glenn Allen, whom she shares with her ex-husband, Michael Halterman. The boys bonded with Brian instantly, and he quickly became a natural fit within the family and the life she's always hoped for. Now both sisters are engaged and looking ahead to their weddings, and the next chapter of married life. 1000 LB Sisters star Tammy Slaton has revealed she's engaged to Andrea Dalton just 2 months after the couple went public. Tammy, 38, whose sister Amy, 37, announced she was engaged only last month. The news slipped during an appearance the Creative Chaos podcast on Tuesday. The revelation prompted a shocked response from host Hunter Ezell. "Hold on, you said fiancé?" Before the television star showed off her shiny new engagement ring. Tammy was also proudly sporting an Andrea necklace, later revealing that her and her love interest have been together for around 3 years. It comes just a couple of months after Tammy made public her relationship with a woman, admitting that she hadn't broken the news to her family because they'd have something to say about it. The 38-year-old revealed, "Amy's not the only one that's seeing somebody new. So have I. I've been seeing someone for the past couple months and it's going pretty well," she added. "The person I'm dating is a woman, so I haven't told my family because my family's gonna have something to say about it. I think my family probably has more opinions than the world has holes because they be farting so much." After hearing the news during an episode of 1000 LB Sisters, however, Tammy's mother voiced her support for her daughter, saying, "If Andrea genuinely cares for Tammy and makes her happy, then I'll be happy with her." Tammy and Andrea, who both live in Kentucky, met on a dating app and have talked every day since. Tammy has undergone an incredible weight loss over the past couple of years, shredding almost 400 pounds. The Kentucky-born star weighed in at 605 pounds back in 2019, but in Tuesday's episode of 1000 LB Sisters, it was revealed Tammy now weighs around 250 pounds. After stepping on the scales, Tammy admitted she was in shock after seeing the fruits of her staggering weight loss. Back in April, she shared that she had dropped 500 pounds after being at her highest weight of 725 pounds on the Season 7 premiere of the TLC show. "When I was at my heaviest, I was 700 plus lbs. Right now, I'm weighing in at 238. Everybody keeps telling me I'm looking smaller than Amy. That's kind of hard to believe," she said. 2025 has proved to have been a happy year for the Slaton family thus far, after Tammy's sister Amy announced her engagement to Brian Lovvorn just a couple of months ago. Amy spoke about her fiancé's proposal during a recent episode of their show, saying, "Originally, he slipped a green apple ring pop on my finger while I was asleep, about 2 weeks into our relationship. I was shocked at first, and I said yes, but only if the real proposal was in a haunted house on Halloween." Just 5 months after they began dating, Brian made that proposal a reality as he got down on one knee with a Gothic ring. Amy recalled the proposal. "He said something about, 'My love for you is crazy. It's scary how compatible we are. Just like our matching tattoos say, scary love.'" News of her sister Tammy's engagement comes 2 years after her husband Caleb Willingham died of an unknown cause at the age of 40. Tammy revealed in an interview following his passing that she no longer had an interest in dating men. "A few years ago I came out as pansexual, but after Caleb passing," she explained, "I just don't want to be with men anymore. I don't know how my family's going to react when I tell them I'm seeing a woman." Last year, Tammy opened up about the moment she found out that Caleb had passed away. During an interview with People, Tammy revealed a friend of Caleb's told her over text message that her husband wasn't doing well before he informed her just 20 minutes later that he had died. At the time, Tammy was at her home in Kentucky, and Caleb was at the Ohio rehab facility she had previously been at with him. "I was sitting in the fetal position," she told the publication. "I got a text message from his friend up there, and the text said, 'Caleb's not doing good. They're in there working on him.' 20 minutes later, he texted me back and said he was gone." The TLC star also said she had been doing fairly well getting through the tragedy and had even made a ring and musical note-shaped necklace with the ashes of her late husband, Dot. She had grown attached to the jewelry and finds comfort knowing a piece of him remains with her. "He's going to live on now forever because his memory is encapsulated," Tammy said. "Knowing that he's with me, it's helping me pass the day. I find myself grabbing my necklace and holding it a lot. When I take off my jewelry, I feel like it's weird. Separation anxiety. I start panicking. Watching Caleb on their show has also provided her with some joy. Every time I miss him, I can always look back at the show and watch it and see what made me happy again." The 1000LB, Sisters star, cheekily confirmed she is engaged to her partner after 3 years of dating, and just months after she revealed their relationship on the TLC series. During an appearance on a Creative Chaos podcast June 24th, Tammy said, "Me and my fiancé, we just kinda chill at home." And when host Hunter Ezel paused the conversation to clarify her moniker, Tammy couldn't keep herself from smiling as she showed off a necklace emblazoned with Andrea and her diamond ring. Of course, fans of 1000LB. Sisters already know just how smitten Tammy is with her partner. After all, the 38-year-old couldn't find enough sweet words for Andrea after introducing her to the world. "Andrea's beautiful," Tammy said in a confessional of 1000LB, Sisters earlier this season. "I like everything about her. We've been getting very close." Andrea and Tammy met online through a dating app, which Tammy's fiancé revealed herself during Season 7 of 1000LB, Sisters. "I had just got on there," Andrea explained in a confessional. "I wasn't on there very long, and I saw her and she saw me and we just started talking. And it's been, like, every day since." Shortly after Tammy revealed that she was engaged to Andrea, she clarified their dating timeline, noting on the A Creative Chaos podcast that they had been together for 3 years. For Tammy, she appreciated taking things slow with Andrea. "I have feelings for her," Tammy explained in a confessional. "But this time, I want to approach things differently."